Hello and welcome to the Quirky Cauldron. I am Lori, and today I have something different. Today I have a mystery bag from Sterye Mystery Boxes. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that before. I haven't. It just sort of like popped up on a feed on one of my socials, and I was like, let's check it out. Also, I have a Pop Mart haul. I went to the Pop Mart store in the mall here and bought some goodies. Plus, I want to introduce you to some of my Pop Mart collection and show you some of the other figures that they have. So I have some of them pulled out just so you can see a sampling of some of the other adorable figures that Pop Mart has. But first, I'm going to get into this. It's a Halloween themed mystery bag. I don't know. I don't have high hopes. I've never heard of this company before. Got my cool cutter here from Temu. I really don't know what to expect. I don't know what their boxes are like. Their boxes are more expensive. They look like there's some really cool stuff in the boxes, but I went for the bag. So, because I wanted to dip my toes in before I spend the big money. So the first thing I have is this, and I believe this is one of the towels that you hang in lieu of, you know, the new kind, the newfangled ones that all the kids are using. So this is a new hand towel for me. It's cute. It's nice and fuzzy. It feels like if you put some stuffing in here, it'd be a really cute stuffed animal. But I like this. So far, we're off to a good start. I was feeling around in it when it first arrived, and I think there's a pin in there. I know I'm not supposed to do that, right? I'm supposed to let it be a surprise. I couldn't help myself. What is this? Hocus Pocus Broom Company. Handcrafted enchanted brooms. Is this a pad of paper? It kind of looks like it. Let's see. It is. Okay, so all the papers are purple. And I'm going to have to get dark pen or a white pen, or maybe a silver pen, something like that, in order to have it show up. It's a little crinkled from mailing, so they should have used some cardboard. Oh, they're back again. I'm sorry. It's evidently it's lawn day here at my apartment, and I've been waiting for 20 minutes for them to finish the front part, and it's really not that big of a lawn, but they're back. I thought they were done. It got all quiet, so I'm sorry. So here's the pen. Oh, okay, so they sent you a white pen. All right, so I can write on my paper now. Oh, it has a little tip on it, so we know it's new. Oy, I'm so sorry. I've literally been waiting 20 minutes for them to finish. I thought they were done. I guess not. So, see how it writes nice on there? So that's fun. Okay, I just wish it wasn't crinkled, but nice. You can write with the white pen just like I was thinking I was going to have to buy. Well, that was nice of them. And then we have button eyes enamel pins. What's this? So you can get 4 normal ones or 1 mystery one. The mystery one looks like a dog or a wolf or something. Let's see what we get. I don't want the rabbit needles. I think I'd be okay with everything but the rabbit. This one's a little something, but this one I don't know. Let's see what they sent me. Probably the rabbit. Oh no, I got the little double one. Lucaba. Alrighty then. I have the little goat. Lucaba. Oh my, this is rough. Mark for sacrifice. Lucaba was meant to be an offering, but something went wrong. The ritual never finished, leaving them trapped between the living and the damned. Their red-stained fur burns with an unholy presence, and the skull on their forehead whispers secrets only they can hear. If you hear distant hooves in the dead of night, do not follow them. They are already calling for you. Okay, well, thanks. I don't think I like that pin. I don't know. Okay. It's okay. It's just a pin. It's just someone's sense of humor. I'm not gonna hear hoof prints in the night. Hooves in the night. Okay. So we have a Michael Myers Hello Kitty iron-on patch. I mean, that's kind of fun. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Okay, so that's it. No. We have stickers. Or a sticker. We have two stickers. We have a kawaii Beetlejuice. And we have a cat with a crescent moon and some stars. And we have the ghost with the ghost doggo. That one's really cute. Okay, so how much did I pay for this little box of interestingness? Bag, excuse me. It was $18 and $4.59 shipping, so my grand total was $22.59. So, do I think it was worth $22.59? In this economy, who knows? I don't like the pin. I mean, I would have been alright with the pin, okay. It would have been, But that write-up kind of creeped me out a little bit. I'm like, wait now. Anyway, I do like the little ghost towel. I do like the little Hocus Pocus pad, and the white pen was nice. They sent that as well. And I like the Hello Kitty patch. So everything other than that, I did like. I might go for the mystery box. I just hope they don't send any more button eye pins. It wasn't terrible like I thought it could be. So yeah, I'd recommend it. Why not? It was fun to open something different. And I do love a good mystery. And I love a good mystery box, and I love unboxings and stuff like that. So that leads me into the Pop Mart that I bought. So the other day we went to Pop Mart, and I'm going to insert my footage here of the store, and I'll be right back. Here we are in Pop Mart store. Yay! This one is close to home, and I was so excited that I didn't have to go to Beverly Hills. That I could just come see my local one. And we're starting out with some of the Labubu's, and they're all sold out, but I thought I'd show you what you could get at some point. They're all very, very cute. And look at that big looking, I don't know, display. But these ones are really big. These are the ones I think everybody's going crazy over. They're just large and in charge. Very cool. I love the glasses on the one. And then they had these are sort of plush and on the outside too. They were very sweet. Here's some more Labubu's. These are just like a whole scene. You have a whole scene you can get, and that's pretty interesting. They're very miniature though. And then these are the ones I got that one at the very top with the green. I pulled that one in a blind box, and those are all flocked, which makes them really cool to me. And there's some more Labubu's. I like these with their little outfits. How cute! They're just darling. And there's some more I guess, flair for your Labubu's. And more Labubu scenes. Everything's really fun at this store. And look at that scene. The whole face comes off and you've got stuff going on inside. Stop it. That is ridiculously cool. Kind of expensive, but really cool. And these are some of the other figures that they have. I'm not familiar with all of them, but I just wanted to give you an overview of what Pop Mart has to offer, just in case you didn't know already. You probably may have seen some of them, but I don't know all of them. This is Hirono, my very favorite line, and I wanted to get some of those, and yeah, no. And these are some of the collaboration lines. I got Snow White. Look at that. So spoiler alert, you're going to get to see some Snow White. And these are all in the cases above the mystery boxes, so you can kind of see. It's hard. It was really high up there, so it was hard for me to get to show you some of them. And there's more Hirono. Oh, so cute. I love that line. And these are Molly, and this is a Christmas set. They're all so pretty and festive. And there's giant Mollies. I didn't even know that they made them this large. Really huge. Very impressive. Look at these guys. They're girls. They're giant. And you can pre-order them if you want. Wow. They're so large. Look at that one. That's pretty. They're just really fun. I wonder how many they sell. Probably more than I expect. And these are Skull Panda. They're really interesting looking. They always have interesting poses and sculpts. This is very unique. Look at these balls. Look at that. They're really fun. I just wish I hadn't gotten the one with the little slit. Oops. Spoiler alert. Oh well, you'll see in a little bit anyway. Just like a minute. Maybe more than a minute. But anyway, you get the idea. But more Skull Pandas. These actually have outfits on. So cool. Look at this. I've never gotten one like this. I really want to get one because it's so different. I mean, I've never seen them that way. More Hirono. Really cute line right there. Look at the one with the little dinosaur outfit. Oh, just so cute. I love them so much. And some more different lines of Hirono. Oh, these so cute. And this is a Skull Panda. You can always tell by the little balls on the sides of her head. I don't know what that's supposed to be, honestly, but that's how you can tell they're a Skull Panda. But they're also pretty, unique looking. This I wanted so bad, but they were sold out. Look at these Beetlejuice pieces. Oh, I've got to hunt those down to the ends of the earth. I must find them. And Snoopy. Oh, look at Snoopy doing Snoopy stuff. It's so cute. I love it that they have some of the different characters too, not just like Snoopy and Woodstock and Charlie Brown. And we have some SpongeBob and some Minions over here. Aren't they cute? That's that Beetlejuice set. I really wish they had at least one box. I would have just taken one. I would have been happy. And these are some more intricate, more anime looking figures. And Hello Kitty. So they have Sanrio. And just, I'm telling you, everything's so well done and detailed. And Care Bears, and they're all flocked. They're so cute. Teletubbies. They're so cute. Look at these little guys. I don't know who they are, but there's more Teletubbies. And anime. Those have little outfits on. Don't know who she is, but she's pretty with her pink hair. Oh, that was, I think, Demon Slayer. I know a little bit of anime. They're just so detailed, aren't they? Really pretty. Look at that one with the blue, icy blue hair. That was really pretty too. This is what Crybaby. And oh, I know what this one is, and I can't think of it. It's the tip of my tongue. Sorry, I can't remember the name. I have like a couple of those. I'm not sure which line it is, but I have a couple of those. They're cute. Look at these. I love it when they have like the plushy part and the face, or flocked too. I really like that. And this is another line. I'm not familiar with that one either. I guess Kuro and Kubo. Oh, maybe it's Kubo. Okay, Kubo. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Man, Molly. Is she cute? Oh, they're so cute. I don't even know how they come up with all these different lines every time. It's just so interesting. And then they have the baby Molly. So if Molly wasn't cute enough, they made her a baby. Look at that. Stop it, the one with the crown. Adorable. They're so cute. I don't have any baby Mollies. Maybe I should. Maybe I should have grabbed one of those. You know how sometimes sometimes when I'm filming, let me just put it that way, I'll be filming, but I don't really, I'm so focused on trying to do a decent job. I know I don't do a great job, but do a decent job of filming that sometimes I even overlook what I might actually like. So most of the time when I go to a store, look at the Donald Ducks. Oh, they're so cute. They had none of those either. But most of the time when I go to a store, I will look around first and then film, but this store was packed. I hope you liked it. So what did you think of that? Cool store. Very crowded, but kind of disappointing because so many things were sold out of stock. I mean, you couldn't buy a Labubu if you wanted to. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted a different Hirono, but I couldn't find that because the ones I wanted were sold out. I did, however, manage to find some things. As crazy as it sounds, there are things in this box from Pop Mart. Now, I'll just take the biggest one first because it's right on top. So this is Skull Panda. Skull Panda, and this is a really different and unique set. They come in these balls. I think I got the one that I would least want besides for this one over here. But it's still really cool and unique. So I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you everything I bought. And it comes with a little card. And this one is the Pricket. Now, Skull Panda used to be my favorite line from Pop Mart. It is not anymore. It's about number 3. But it is definitely one that I like. This one's just very strange. Okay, so it comes in this little box that you open, and the little ball was in here. So this is what it looks like when you get it. And you can move this around if you wanted to see a different part of her, and you can actually take it off too. So this is what she looks like in here. I keep wondering if I can actually take her out. I think I can. I'm just scared I'm gonna break it, but she's so in there that I feel like I could get her out. But I don't want to break it. I don't know. I'll have to see what the assistant thinks. He's better at not breaking things. I would just force it and break it, but this feels like it could stand because it comes with a stand as well. And it also holds the ball in place. So you get this. But I feel like you could it feels like that could go right there, don't you think? And then it could be standing. But it doesn't want to come out. And I don't want to break anything. I think I'll wait and see what Chris thinks. It could be crazy. But she's really pretty. This right here, I keep thinking, is this a flower on the side or is she... No. This goes all the way through her. It's very macabre. So she's been pierced by this flower thing. It's just strange. The artist for her, for her line, Skull Panda. He does make things that are kind of dark. He does. So it's not really a huge surprise that that happens with her. Let me see if I can find the receipt and tell you how much she cost. No, that's a different one. There's 2 receipts. Chris bought a couple and I bought more than a couple. So this one was $23.99. And when you go there, all sales are final because they're, you know, mystery boxes. So that's her. And I'll show you a couple of other designs for her. So this one, a different line, a completely different line for her. This one was called The Warmth. And all of the one that I pulled is called Loosening. And this is that card. And so she has a little tub that she can go in. And she can just sit on the side of the tub. And she has a little compress, a little towel on her head. And she has a little diaper on. They all have diapers. They're like little babies. And she comes with her little helmet thing that she took off to take her bath. So you can just put this off to the side and display her that way if you'd like. But she's really, really pretty. And like I said, this one I've had for a long time. Well, I mean, a couple of years. But you can always find these. Sometimes they're still available. Sometimes you have to look on the second market if you're interested. But I do recommend if you're interested. They're really cool. And I think I had another one over here. Well, here's one. Now, sometimes they do collaborations with other properties. So this is a collaboration with the Addams Family, and this is Grandma. But would you just look at the detail on this? Look at her necklace. Look at the patches and the raggediness of her dress and the hole in the dress. Look at her eyes that are different colors. And look behind her, she's holding a poison bottle. I mean, there are so many details in this little thing. And Skull Pandas always have these little things on their heads. So that's just part of it. And these things on the sides. That's why the other one in the tub, her little helmet was off. But this is just amazing with the detail. And it's a collaboration with the Addams Family. So they do that a lot. And let me see, do I have any other Skull Pandas? No, I only brought these. I only brought this one and that one to show you, to go with the weird one in the cycle. But Skull Panda, they're always very unique, very interesting looking. So that one used to be my favorite line, but not anymore. Not that there's anything wrong with it. So speaking of them having, he fell out. I know, I opened these all already because as soon as I got them, there's no way I could have waited for this video. I'm sorry. So this is another collab they had. This is one I bought at Pop Mart. So this is Spooky Night, Toy Story, and how cool is this? So these are some of the figures you could have pulled. I have never ever gotten the secret on any Pop Mart, and I bought a lot of them. The secrets are like 1 in 160 or something like that. So the chances of getting that is not big. So this is the one that I pulled. I pulled Buzz Lightyear, zombie Buzz Lightyear. And that's what he looks like. So I like that he has his little wraps hanging down. And his suit is wrapped up a little bit, but you can still tell he's Buzz. The only thing I wish is that I wish his face was a little bit corrupted since he's a zombie, but I guess Disney was like, no, no mess with the face. We still want it to be cutesy. So, but it is also really cute. All right, moving right along. Let's grab, okay, so I bought 3, well, Chris bought 2 and I bought 1, Snow White. Or he bought, I can't remember. I can't remember who did. It doesn't even matter anymore. So we bought the Snow White ones, another Disney collab, and these are what you could have pulled. So I have 3 different ones of these. Did not get the secret, of course. So this one is Snow White and Happy. So cute. And this is what the back looks like. And you always get a card with your figures. I try to keep them, but there's been a few times that I've misplaced them or thrown them out or whatever. But this one was very well packaged. So you get the little bag she's in, and then you also got this to keep her cape from getting messed up. So that was nice. And she's so pretty. They did a really good job on the details on her. Isn't she pretty? And then it came with a bag with Happy in it, and Happy has his little flute or clarinet, so he can play musical instruments and she can dance. And then here's a little tuft of grass with a couple of flowers for him to stand upon, so you can put him on there like that. And then I am perplexed. It also came with birds, as Snow White, you know, she has her birds. All right, cool. But there's no little pegs to put them on her or near her. They would just be on the ground, but they're in flight. They're posed in flight. So what's the point? I'm just gonna put them on the ground. I tried to place them on her in different places. They just fall off. Unless I put them in her hairband. She comes with a hairband and another piece, so I could steal the hairband from the other Snow White, which I'll show you, and then I could like put them on top of there. But other than that, I really don't know what they were wanting us to do with these little birds, because they're kind of, I don't want to be rude, but they're a little bit useless, honestly. But she's really pretty. And then the rest of them here we have, okay, so here's the one with the band. So this one, isn't she pretty? Oh, I forgot to show you the card. Silly me. Let me show you the card. So this is Snow White and Grumpy. So there's that hairband I was talking about. I could take that off of her and put it on the other one, and maybe I could get a bird to stay around that. So let me get this hairband on her. So it's kind of like that. And then you have a little Grumpy, and he has a hairband too, and he's probably like, I don't like this. Stop it. Stop it right now. This is not for me. I gotta get back to the mine and get some more diamonds. I don't have time for this. Snow White. So that was really cute too. The Snow White ones are really well done, I have to say. I wish they'd had Belle, but they probably had Belle at one point, and I missed that drop. I don't know, but I could look. Whoops, there's that card. And then this one is Snow White and the Little Animals. And she's pretty. I think this one might be my favorite. Such a quintessential Snow White. I feel like I could put one of the birds on her dress. That would make more sense, maybe. But isn't it cute? And she even has squished feet. I like the detail, but she looks like her feet got broken. And then she even has a little cape on there. And we have a little squirrel, and we have a little chipmunk, and she just looks so pretty. And that is all for the Snow Whites. But I have a Hirono. I did buy one, even though the two lines that I wanted to pick up, they were sold out. I bought this. So this is my very favorite line in Pop Mart. And who did I pull? Which figure? Because these are the figures you could get. I know they're hard to see because they're, you know, black and white. But this is the one that I pulled. So this is Voyage. And this is Space Junk up here. So let's see what little Voyage looks like. He's really cute. Lots and lots of detail. And he has those eyes that just sort of look like they're looking at you. It's really pretty. He's so cute. This is really my favorite one. Favorite line of all. And there's so much going on here. So Hirono's like a little boy. And he also comes with a base. He comes with a little moon base to stand on. So he's like a little boy, and they always have him. Well, I'll show you. I brought some others. A lot of the lines that they've made for him, his artist, it's a little darker, like sad things that happen to kids sometimes. Like, I don't know. I'll let you see a few. I'll give you I have a sample over here. So this one over here is just, this one's called Protector. You know how like you need your teddy bear when you're a kid, or your stuffed animal that made you feel safe? So we have Protector, and that's what it looks like. So cute. Definitely just a little boy. And then here's one. This one's different. This one is called Seeker, and this is from the Mime series. Oh, and this one, the one with the bear, it was called Little Mischief. That was that series. So if you were looking for them, if you were to say you were going to go on eBay or something looking for them, you would put in Little Mischief Hirono. And then this one is Mime, and his name is Seeker. I love the Hirono line. And that's what he looks like. So it's like a little boy. I don't know. He's made himself some wings. You can see where he put the little straps on so he could have wings, and he's standing on top of a stool. And I don't know what I guess it's like he's sending out the mail. But it's just so cute. And look at those eyes. None of the other lines have those eyes. Very interesting sculpt. And then here's another one. They're just so endearing. And this is also from the Mime series, and this is called Poem. And you can see why. He's writing a poem on his little pillow, and he's in his little jammies. But there's the writing he's doing. It's just really sweet. And no, that's not a dirt smudge. That actually comes. Sometimes they have these like different things to make them look a little more gritty. They stay in little bags, so unless I put them on display, but they don't get dirty. And this one's from the other one line, and this is called The Crow. And the Crow comes with several things. He comes with accoutrements. So he's in his little outfit as a crow, the back. And he comes with all these different things he can hold. And I just love the details on these things. Pretty cool. So that is the Crow. And then I have one more. Well, no, I have two more. This one is from, what does it say? What is it called? This one's harder to read. I'm not sure what the line is called, but this one's called Parasite. Poor Hirono. And you can see why. he looks all beat up. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes the Hirono lines get a little darker. He's got an owie and he's got mushrooms growing out of his boo-boos and then out of his head, and it's very different. So sometimes I feel like they get a little darker. They have one with a fishbowl over his head, and I don't know why that disturbs me so much. It's like a plastic, you know, but you can tell it's supposed to be a fishbowl, and for some reason that one really disturbs me. So, and then there's this one. He sits, and he comes with a teeny tiny T-Rex. Look at this. Look how cute. Now, I took a picture of this one with my toy photography skills, if you will, or lack thereof, and I posted it on my community feed. So there's a picture of him that I took on my community feed that I posted not too long ago. But he's just darling, and I think this is my very favorite Hirono figure. And I think probably because he comes with the T-Rex, and because he's just sitting down, just looking like, I love this. So this one's my favorite. I don't have his card with me because he sits out because I love him so much. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce you to a few others that you might find interesting. So this is Molly, and Molly, she is having, this one's called Erosion, and the Erosion line, all of them have this weird, like, looks like there's like resin dripped on them, and this one I loved because of the hat, of course. Look at how cool a detail this hat is. And so you could put her little hat on. She has her jack-o'-lantern going on there, and she has this interesting, I don't know, they had different ones, but this one I actually went and found on eBay because I was like, I gotta have this figure. So this is called Molly Costume Erosion, and her name is, in this one, Halloween Inc. Molly. And then I'm going to show you one of my very favorite. I bought the whole set, but I only grabbed a couple to show you. This is called Molly Auction, and you think, what? Molly Auction. And these are the figures you can get. You see Frida there? So I have all of these except the Secret. So all of them in this line I have. And I bought them because of the Frida one. So I'll show you. So this one is called Molly Dada. And so this is supposed to be, I think, you know, obviously Salvador Dali, and you know, they're all kind of artists in this line, and so they come with cats on their heads for some reason. So you can actually change the cats out if you wanted a different one. And then it has a little palette you can put in the hand. You can put the brush in one hand and the palette in the other. Oh, and Molly, she has a beauty mark. Yes, she does. Now, if Pop Mart, all of these figures and their regular line, they all have their own artists who make them. So there's a designated person who created Molly, one for Hirono, one for Labubu. They all have their own artist. And this is the reason why I bought the whole box, because I couldn't take a chance at buying a blind box or two and not getting what I wanted. Molly Kaka. So this is Frida Kahlo, and here she is. This is one of them. There's 3 in there, and they're the same except for the color-wise is different. The flower colors will be different, and her dress will be different. But I think she came with this one came with this cat, but I took this cat from another one because I made a picture of hers. I made a picture with this one too. But isn't this so wonderful? I fell in love. When this first got released, I was like, oh my gosh. I don't care. I'm buying the whole set. I can't take any chances. I do love Frida, so I was like, have to have it. Let me see. Is that all with Molly? Let me put. No, I have one more Molly I want to show you. These are just so interesting to me. So this line here that I'm about to show you, this is really interesting. Very steampunky, and does it say? Yeah, steampunk animal bike. So this is what the figure looks like. It's just like a rabbit. Okay, you're like, yeah, that's interesting. There's a ton of detail on her. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. The hat comes off. But there's her steampunk hat. But that's not all. She comes with a bike. So cool. And if you think that's cool, I have Labubu's to show you, so just hang on. We got Labubu's that are like this. And these small figures, oh, they're my favorite. So, but look at this. Tell me this isn't the coolest thing. This was rad. I mean, and they had all kinds of really cool bikes. They were all different bikes, but they were so cool and steampunk. I was like, whoa, now that's interesting. That is fun. She even has a tail. They had nerve to give her a tail. I mean, this is just so cool. And the funnest thing, the wheels actually spin. They spin. So if you wanted to, I mean, Pop Mart doesn't miss a beat. They don't miss a beat. So that's all I'm going to show you for Molly. Now I'm going to show you one of my least favorites. That sounds mean, right? But one of my least favorites is Demu. But I fell in love. They had a Jurassic Park line. Okay. So that's what it looks like. Look at the Jurassic Park logo. And this is one of them. Okay, I gotta show you. I gotta show you the cuteness. Look at this. Look at Demu. Oh my goodness. Is that not adorable? Come on. But my very favorite, and I have a few of these pieces, but I didn't want to bore you with all of them, is this one. This one's called the Brachiosaurus feeder, and I'm sorry, the other one was called Baby Dinosaur Night. So this is, oops, this is Baby Dinosaur Night, and this is Brachiosaurus feeder. So the idea is you can pose him hugging his dinosaur, but they're two separate pieces. So when you stand him up and you pose him, he can just be sitting there hugging on his, I can't with the cuteness of this. This is so adorable. And he even has a hat and a bandana. Oh, and look at the cute face. He's like, yeah, I'm a happy dinosaur. And there's the Demu. This is just too cute. I can't stand how cute that is. Okay, now this is another line. I only have a couple of pieces of Kiwiwi, and this one is from I Am Afraid You Forget Me. I Am Afraid You Forget Me, and this one's called the Joker. And it's the card. And this is the figure. Now look at his eyes. They're sort of like Hirono's eyes, but a little different. Now I have, it's in another bag, but he has an arrow that goes through that apple, the front and the back. So there's two pieces. And he has a little ring to hold in his hand. I mean, look at this. Look at how cool he is. It's cool. And then I'm going to show you this one. This one is when they went very stylized. And this is for Harry Potter. And we have Professor Snape. Very, very stylized. So that's that. Now I am going to show you Labubu. Okay. Where do I begin? Okay. I'll start with this one. This one was called Space Adventures, and this is Labubu Professor. Look at him. Doesn't he look like Albert Einstein? Look at him. Stop it. He's so cute. He's funny. And here's one at the monsters, the flower elves, and this is Rose Taikoko. So here is Taikoko, and he gets a rock to sit on. And this is also a Labubu figure. This is Taikoko. And I love it when I get the skull guy. I really do. So anyway, you can get the little monster Labubus, or you can get the skull person. And I love the skull person, and I love the roses and the hat and the pink of it all. It's just super cute. So this is a Labubu figure. You don't get those as much. They're more rare. And this is a really cool. This is called How to Work. And this figure is called Storm. Oh, so this is the monsters, How to Work, in Mackay. Yeah, it's super cool. So this is the figure. Stop it. And his little arms move around. And he has like a little, you know, I don't know, to fix things with on that one. And does this one come off? I think they all, yep. He comes off, and he's kind of got his little goggles on in there and a book he's reading. And these little doohickeys, they move around too. Whatever they do. But look at his little face. And look at the details on this. Is this not so cool? And again, this is not dirt. This is in the sculpt and the painting. So very fun. They even have the little hoses, and they are movable a little bit. And just the coolest thing. Put that back on. And there he is, all ready to go to work, ready to go do his job. And then I have a second one in this series. And this is called Horizon. This one's Horizon. And again, his hands move around, and this one has like it looks like a blaster of some sort, and this one has his hand, and he has little handles over here, and he has a little antenna, and look at the back, he has the little hoses and the grid over here. And there's his face, but his mask opens up too, and he looks like he's playing a game. Doesn't that look like a kind of a game in there? And there he is, just having a big day. He's at work. And there's that. And then I'll show you my favorite line of all for the Labubus. This was a monster set. Now this sits up there higher where you can't see. There's even more. I'm just going to show you 4 of them. So this one is the vampire. The vampire Labubu. And then we have the Frankenstein Labubu. Look at the lightning bolt. And he has a wind-up toy. Look how cute. And this one is the little witchy one, and it's flying on a broom. And look at the detail on the pantaloons. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. It's so cute. And this one's just darling. The jack-o'-lantern one. So very, very adorable. And that is it. That's all I have to show you on those. I really wanted to introduce you to the other lines in case you hadn't seen them, because I know a lot of people just saw Labubu from the Loving Klutzes or the 2 Loving Klutzes. I think they changed their name from Two Loving Klutzes to The Loving Klutzes. Either way, they're linked down below. I know a lot of people first found out about Labubu from them, but I wanted you to see that there was more to it than just the little stuffed animals. They also have these really fun figures that I have been collecting for a while, and beyond Labubu, there's so many other lines within Pop Mart's catalog. It's just, these are just some of them. They have all these specialty ones, like the Snow White ones. That's just a special line. It's not a dedicated line like the Labubus and the Kawiwi and Dimmu and Molly and Skull Panda. Those are dedicated lines. Now, they're always going to have those, I would imagine, and they're always going to recreate different lines and different costumes, and it's just a lot of fun when they do the collaborations with other companies and other properties, so that you can have them make them into something different, like these monster ones. There's just so many. This is just a sampling of them, but if you're interested at all, you should just do a dive. You'll probably find something that you would enjoy, because again, they have a lot more dedicated lines, and I'm just showing you some of my favorites today. And I know this is a completely different kind of video, but I really do hope that you enjoyed this. And yeah, I mean, with Temu being gone for us, for the US, not gone, but so limited, I think it's fun to be able to challenge myself to think of different things to show you and different content. And I know this probably isn't for everyone, but I am still very much a kid at heart, and I refuse to completely grow up, because that's no fun. So yeah, I still have toys. I had to pull bins out. These came from bins. But I do love them. I do like taking pictures of them. I really enjoy, I just enjoy it all. It's, if you lose all that whimsy, what's the point? Being an adult stinks. It's not so bad all the time, but it's much more fun just being I was so much closer over here. I'm sorry. I was close over here because I put a little table over here that's not normally here, so that I could easily show you this stuff without it being cluttery for me. Okay, so that is going to about do it, but I do want to take a quick moment, and there are a couple of new accounts that I have found and that I am following, and one of them, I think next time I'm going to tell you about a different one, but today I'm going to tell you about this one. It is called, this account, which I highly recommend you check out, is called Deal Distraction Diaries, and her name is Maggie. This lovely human being only has 43 subscribers. She deserves so much better. She really does. Now, she does makeup, she does Temu, she does Shein, she does seem to have a little bit of a spooky heart, which we love, and she hauled some things from Killstar in one of her last videos, or maybe it was the last video. Woo! I went down the rabbit hole. I didn't know they were having a clearance sale, so guess what? I also ordered from Killstar, so you'll be seeing a haul from that soon. But if you want to see some really cool stuff from Killstar, or you want to see some really cool cosmetics, different brands, and she's just got a lot going on. She also has Temu and all sorts of things. It's like whatever she feels like showing, she shows, and I really love it because every video is very different. So I really recommend you go check out Maggie's channel. I don't think you could even possibly be disappointed. She is also very articulate, she's very knowledgeable, and she's lovely, and she has great taste. She really does. I think you would like her, and I really love her content. And with 43 subscribers, she can do better than that. She has to, because she's doing great work, and I really hope that you will take a chance and check her out. I know you won't be disappointed, and she's not as off script and goofy as I am, so she's got that going for her for sure. But I do want to try to shout out some of the smaller channels. I'm a small channel myself, but there are channels that are much smaller than I am. And I was watching Lori at the Loving Klutzes today, and I watched her last video. Again, you should check her out if you don't know, because my goodness, they are just a lot of fun, and she is so relatable, and she's so kind-hearted and warm. It makes you feel like you're sitting down with a friend. Now, her channel is a little smaller than mine, but she has a lot more views than I do, and she deserves every bit of it. She's amazing. And today she just really touched my heart with the end of her video. The things she said, she just sort of like, she spoke for all of us in this community that we're in, us that who put out these videos and create. And it made me think, you know what? I may put people's names down and I might mention people in my videos, but I need to try harder to support my sisters in this. I don't have any brothers in this. I don't know of any guys that do what we're doing in this kind of circle. So for right now, until I have some guy friends who are also creators, I'm trying to support my sisters. And I do agree with everything she said, you know, because it looks easy, just plop down, do a video, but there's more to it than that. And you just want people to hang out with you. You really do. You want to form that bond and that community and find like-minded people. And part of the reason I started this channel, I mean, I'm shopping anyway, might as well sit down and talk about it, right? But the other part of it was, I really wanted to connect with other people, make new friends, you know, expand my friend circle. And slowly but surely that's happening, and it's very fulfilling. You guys in your comments do give me so much happiness, and she said something else that really, I don't know why I never even expressed this, but it rings true. I get to know you. I see your names when you comment, and I remember you, and I remember things you've said, or, you know, messaged in the past. And it's like a friend has come back and said something to me. The only flaw to this is that there's not a way to connect better, you know, with the audience. Like, I can't just reach out to you guys. Most of, I don't say, like, I would think most of you don't have a channel, and that's surprising too, because these, like Maggie here that I was talking about, she's been, I guess, a subscriber for a while, and I had no idea she had a channel. And when someone subscribes, I don't always think to look at to see if they have a channel, because it didn't really occur to me too much. And maybe that's a flaw in me, and I feel bad about it. But now I know. And when I checked it out, I was like, oh my gosh, she's really good. Honestly, you won't be disappointed. You gotta trust me on this one. You won't be disappointed. So check out Maggie's channel and let me know what you think. Or just let her know what you think. That's even better, because I really think that you'll enjoy it as much as I did. I was so pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh my goodness, she's just out there, and she needs to be discovered. And I'm not the sounding board. I don't have the subscribers to really blast her out, but I hope that I can at least do something, and I hope that some of you will check her out. And yeah, the next video, I'm not sure. I have my halfway to Halloween. No, why do I keep saying halfway to Halloween? Because I get YouTube fog. It's a real thing. I get behind or in front of my iPad. There I go again. And I get sort of like jumbled up in my mind. I am nervous. I calm down to an extent, but I am always a little bit nervous, and I always feel like I lose confidence, because I'm like, oh, if I say the wrong thing, or if I mess up too much, people won't want to watch, and they might, you know, turn off the video because I just sound like a big dummy. And so it's very, it puts a lot of pressure. I put a lot of pressure on myself, you know, because sometimes, almost always your comments are always so kind, but then sometimes I'll get people who will say things and I'm just like, wow, I mean, I'm doing the best I can. I'm sorry if I'm not perfect, but I really do try not to be perfect. I'll never be that, but try to put out something that people might want to see, you know. It's not as easy as it looks sometimes, and I'm just talking to a camera, so I'm basically talking to myself but thinking about you guys. So it's not like you can talk back to me and tell me something in real time, so it's harder. I don't know if that even made any sense, but I'm trying. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. Check out the Loving Klutzes. Please check out my friend Maggie, and she's going to be linked below. I'm going to put her on. I'm going to have different links below, but I think what I'm going to do is do my own comment, and I'm going to comment her channel on the very top and pin it, so it's easy. You can just click on it and go right to Maggie's channel and check her out. And I guess I'll see you again, well, you know, Monday and Tuesday. Chris's birthday's Tuesday, so I won't be around on Monday and Tuesday, but I'll definitely see you on Wednesday, if not before. And I hope very much in the meantime that you guys have a super terrific time. And I'm doing this on Friday, but I'm not sure what day I'm going to upload it. I was going to say weekend, but just whatever day. I hope you're having a super terrific one. And I hope very much that I get to see you in the next one. Bye!